Hi, this is Brett Douglas of the Connecticut Alt-Right. Today's video is going to be about the Netanyahu family scandals. As many of you may have heard already, Yair Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel's 26-year-old son, has made a very controversial post on his Facebook account. It attracted the attention of Dr. David Duke and Andrew Anglin of the Daily Stormer. Dr. Duke, I believe he either posted it again on Facebook or he tweeted it on Twitter, or did both. And Andrew Anglin of the Daily Stormer, which is on the dark web now, talked about it in favor. He liked it. Now the post that he made, it involves George Soros, reptilians, and some people that don't like his father's politics at all. And it was very controversial, and some people call it racist, some people call it truthful. Either way, it's with people in Israel living there are outraged. They don't like it at all. So that's with him. But I say the Netanyahu family scandals because the father, Benjamin Netanyahu, he's been the only one, besides his wife and his son, that have had all these scandals directly tied to him until now. It's still not directly tied to Benjamin Netanyahu, but there's submarines that were purchased and other military items believed to have been done with bribes and money laundering and everything wrong. It wasn't a deal that was made following the law. And previously, his lawyer or former lawyer of Benjamin Netanyahu has been announced as a suspect. Now his former chief of staff, still not directly tied to Benjamin Netanyahu, but it's getting closer. If people find out that he was involved in this, it would not be good for him. His next election is in, I think it's November 5th, 2019. Now, that's the mandatory election. There could be earlier elections. If he gets proven to be a suspect and was involved in this, they'll have they may or may not have an early election because they're getting tired of the Netanyahu family in Israel. He's been in there quite a long time, since 2009, and he had a term earlier. I believe it was around 89 to 93, right around that time. He had a one term, and then he didn't make the second time. And then he came back, and now he's going for his fourth. So 2 already, and plus 1 previously. That would make it. So, like people got sick of FDR in America. They're getting sick of him. Because besides this scandal here now that may tie him into corruption, the wife, since 2006, before even when he wasn't prime minister, but he was involved in politics in Israel. There was something with Lebanon where she was receiving money it wasn't brought to her legally, or she didn't announce it to the public that she had this money from people from London, and she was throwing lavish parties and everything. And now she is currently indicted into like the same thing. Unlawful spending of the prime minister residence. I may have a word for it right here. Staff. Well, the wife's troubles, Sarah Netanyahu, has always, since, like I said, 2006, been fighting with staff. Staff that takes care of her housing and food and all that. She's been having lavish parties and spending too much and not following budget rules. And she's indicted again for it, for this time $100,000. They settled once. What year was that? Approval. Oh, he only has a 35% approval rating too. That's not another good thing for him. So chances are he would not make it in 2019 anyways. But the question is, if okay, I'll just get to the point. The wife has been corrupt since 2006. The son is, not doing the smartest things in mainstream media, and he may be involved in a scandal now. So it looks like Netanyahu's days in as the prime minister of Israel are numbered. It doesn't look like at all that he unless something drastically changes and his approval rating climbs, it doesn't look like he'll make it in 2019. So, but the question is, will they have some sort of a special election, which their law allows, and they give them the boot before then? But that's the big question. So, also, there's another one that that's irrelevant to me because I don't really care too much about who the prime minister is of Israel, because I believe they're all unlawful unless there's a prime minister who's in favor of a two-state solution and there's no religion involved in the government, because that's the worst nation possible, where all the leaders are Jewish, because that's what causes a problem right there. If it was Arabs and Jews and Christians, they all had a chance to be prime minister of Israel, then that would solve a lot of problems right there. But also, Merkel's election is coming up, September 24th, I believe it is, and it looks like she may be in again. So that's something we got to follow too. I'll probably make another video. I'm sure I'll make a video before that election. But that's not good. Europe puts in Macron in France, and Merkel in Germany. Europe has its problems with politics, and it looks like we're headed a little bit in the right direction with President Trump, but Europe, they're in trouble. But that's about it for now. So please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.